Good YouTube, it's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated rising Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia, 21 victories, no losses, 18 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age. He stands at 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was January 2nd of 2021 when he took on and defeated former Olympic gold medalist, British superstar title lightweight title contender Luke Campbell. With that said, Ryan Garcia, he was scheduled to take on Javier Fortuna July 9th, and Ryan Garcia, he pulled out and he cited that he was pulling out due to health issues, okay? And he needed to focus on his health, and he was stepping away and semi-retiring from the sport of boxing. With that said, Ryan Garcia, he truly didn't delve into what truly was the issue going on, why he was doing this. He just cited health reasons. He thanked the doctors and his family and his support team for supporting him, and he stated he needed to step away. Well, now Ryan Garcia has come out, and he has now disclosed what the issue is, and he stated that he's suffering from mental health issues and anxiety and depression, and he stated that this has been ongoing for a very long time. He says he was, dealing with it to the best of his abilities, but now it has overcome him. And he stated that he needed some time off, and now he was finally going to get and seek the help that he needed, to be able to function moving further for his future, not just the sport of boxing. For me, this is a touching situation. It hits close to home because I myself have dealt with that. So I understand what Ryan Garcia is dealing with. Everybody's experiences are completely different, but this is not a joke, okay? This is nothing to play with. So with that stated, Ryan Garcia, he pulled out his fight with Javier Fortuna. And due to the fact that Ryan Garcia is a social media mogul, Ryan Garcia, is seen as an Instagram model, all of this before boxing, okay? He's seen as a boxing last or second, okay? And Ryan Garcia, he had a great performance, in his first step up fight against Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell has fought for a world title multiple times. He came up short, but he did fight for a world championship. Ryan Garcia, 22 years of age, 21 years of age at the time, he was flawed in the fight. He got up. He knocked out Luke Campbell in the seventh round. He stopped him. Ryan Garcia, after the fight, he stated that he wanted to fight two-division world champion who's undefeated and simultaneously is the WBA regular champion at 130 and 135, and that is Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer world champion, okay? So he stated that he was going to knock out Gervonta Tank Davis within 2 to 3 rounds if there ever was to fight. He was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. He said he wanted to make the fight happen next. Gervonta Tank Davis was in agreement, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis stated that he would let Ryan Garcia be the A-side. He just wanted to have the fight come to fruition. It seemed like it was on the verge of, being announced. Ryan Garcia even stated that, he felt it was a done deal. Then Ryan Garcia, he abruptly turned his attention to legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer Manny Pacquiao, and he stated that Manny Pacquiao's team had contacted him and they were looking to make a fight possibly with Ryan Garcia, which was a complete shocker to most because Gervonta Tank Davis, he fights at 130 and 135. Manny Pacquiao, he fights at 147. Now, he's not the biggest guy in the world at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach, and he's not the biggest guy. He started his career at 108, so he's a very small guy, but he's been campaigning at welterweight for quite a bit of time now. So when this came about, Manny Pacquiao hasn't been in the ring since 2019, okay, when he defeated former undefeated WBA unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman for his WBA title. WBC title wasn't on the line, seeing as though Keith Thurman lost that title due to inactivity. So Manny Pacquiao, he beat him via split decision, and that's the last time. That was July of 2020. So 2019, excuse me, the last time we saw Manny Pacquiao in the ring. And there was a lot of speculation as to what was going to be the next move for Manny Pacquiao. And there was, speculation that it could be 4 division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia, or it could have been UFC legendary iconic superstar Conor McGregor. Well, then Conor McGregor, he lost his rematch with Dustin Poirier. He was knocked out in that fight, so that went by the wayside. And then it seemed like his attention was turned to Mikey Garcia. Then it was, a little bit of attention turned to Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. And then all of a sudden it became Ryan Garcia. And then Manny Pacquiao's team, they came out and they stated that that wasn't true. They never contacted Ryan Garcia, nor have they contacted Hall of Famer, iconic, legendary Olympic gold medalist, former 5 division world champion, who was the promoter of Golden Boy, CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya. He promotes Ryan Garcia, and then Oscar De La Hoya, he stated that Ryan Garcia, he felt like Ryan Garcia may have embellished a little bit when it came to the Manny Pacquiao situation. Ryan Garcia then had a falling out with Oscar De La Hoya behind that. And then he was scheduled to fight Javier Fortuna, which didn't make too much sense because Javier Fortuna is the mandatory for undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. But Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia fought for the WBC mandatory position, and the winner was supposed to fight Devin Haney. But Ryan Garcia, he won the fight. He was supposed to fight Devin Haney. Then he turned his attention to Gervonta Tank Davis, and he told Devin Haney face to face, if I don't land the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, then me and you are going to, me and you will come to fruition. And that never happened. Then he started to say that Devin Haney, wasn't a good fighter, that Devin Haney wasn't exciting, that Devin Haney was boring. Devin Haney needed to prove himself, and this all just started becoming abruptly, it was coming out of left field, was just suddenly, and maybe this is due to the things that he was dealing with, okay? Like the Manny Pacquiao situation. He initially stated that it would have been an honor and it's a dream of his to share the ring with Manny Pacquiao, to him saying that it was, actually a possibility. And, that was a shocker. And then to fight Javier Fortuna for the mandatory position for Devin Haney when you're already the mandatory, that didn't add up, so there's a lot of actions from Ryan Garcia that just never added up. And maybe possibly this is the cause of it. Okay. Maybe this is the reason behind his thought pattern. And so he's stating that, he's going to stay retired for a while, and he's going to get himself together, and hopefully, he can, heal everything and then find his way back to the sport of boxing, because he stated that he truly is in love with the sport of boxing. He stated that he wanted to prove to the people that he was a boxer, not just an Instagram model and not just an Instagram, mogul, and he wanted to prove that he was everything was boxing first. He was very proud that he had his struggles with Luke Campbell in that fight, and he just wanted to prove to everybody that, he could weather the storm, and, he can be victorious. And so he did that, and he wore it with a badge of honor. He was on Mike Tyson's Hot Box. He was very proud of his outing, and he was looking at big things. And then, he signed the fight with Javier Fortuna. He even bragged that he was fighting the best opposition out there, and Devin Haney was fighting, Jorge Linares May 29th, and that's not a big fight. And he's Tank Davis is not fighting anybody. He was poking at his peers, and now this may be the reasoning behind everything. Okay, so Ryan Garcia explains that he is indeed retired. He is indeed taking time away from the sport of boxing. He's on vacation. He was spotted on vacation with his, girlfriend, and he's on the beach, and maybe this is what he needs: separation from the sport of boxing. He's been in and around the sport of boxing since he was very small, and maybe it's just taking his toll on him. The sport of boxing, ironically, is 85% mental. 85 to 90% mental, and the rest of boxing is physical. 15% to 10% is physical. Okay, and so maybe that's the business of the sport of boxing. Not to mention the pressure of the sport of boxing when you're in the limelight and you have so many social media followings. There's a lot expected of you when you're Ryan Garcia. There's a lot of pressure on Ryan Garcia, and maybe he's been dealing with it, as he stated for as far back as he can remember. And maybe at this point in time, things just got a little heavier, seeing as though there's a lot more responsibility on him and a lot bigger expectations. So let's see what happens with Ryan Garcia moving forward. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.